Again, let me ask one of you to state what is jargon. Jan. So jargon is louder your voice. Jargon, sa remember po. If I call your name, please, all of you should talk loud. Start, please. Jargon, as I remember po, is a word that are simplified and words that are not exposed enough and they are exotic words. Thank you. That's it. It is an exotic kind of words. When we say exotic, it comes from the other parts of the world that is not always being used. Okay? That's called jargons. In our lesson last time about the jargon, this is a continuation. What is a communication? Sorry.
Communication includes informal words such as slangs like oops and others.
You are correct, but it's only like 95%. When you say communication, it includes informal words. What about the formal? Thank you. Yes.
Communication is used for interacting with others, and it can also be used in informal and formal conversations.
Yes.
Communication is like how we talk to people.
Thank you.
As for me, said, communication is like socialization and interaction with other people, either in an informal way or casual way or in a formal way.
Formal and casual are different, and even informal.
Casual and the casual way of speaking.
Casual wear, formal wear. That's for the clothes, right? I am talking about the communication. So when you say casual, it is a type of a communication. Thank you, Denise. I just got confused with you. Yes. This is what is communication. Yes, Joshua, what is communication?
Communication is like a way of speaking to people like formally and informally.
That's it. Thank you. Very good. Yes, Ace.
Communication is used for talking with others in different types of way, as Dave said, casual, informal, and
John. Thank you, Ace.
For me po, the word communication means communicate. It's a relation between speaker and the listener.
That's a wise answer. Very brilliant, huh? Yes, Khaled.
Communication is where you socialize with people casually, informally, and formally.
That's what I want to hear. Yes, Dean. Communication is forgetting my notebook in regards of the English subject. Start.
Communication is talking to one another.
Is talking. I think it is a very annoying sentence you use. You only have to say communication is talking about when you are an Arab student. But fortunately you are not. So you have to say communication talks about, again, rephrase it.
Communication talks about people interacting with each other.
Redundant, grammatically incorrect. Yes, I. That is an example of communication. When you mute your mouth and not to talk, is that a part of the communication, guys? You stand up and tell me what is communication.
Communication is used for
I'm so lucky because this morning I cleaned my ears. I felt disgusted when someone is talking to go near and try to please louder your voice out.
Communication is used for talking to people like
Everyone in this world, they have their communication skills and talents. Do you think that animals can also communicate with the same animals? Yes, of course. So please avoid saying communication and then you put people involvement. Sit down now, thank you.
um, communication is a way of receiving information
And continue, sorry. Receive, it is a way of receiving information and
and interaction.
interacting. Okay, continue please.
Communication is a way of receiving information from the person you are interacting with to uh, receive information. And
It is a form of interacting with others. The way you receive the issues, the topics, it's a form of communication. Class, in some areas, we do believe that there is a lack of communication. If you have said lack of communication, it means communication barriers. The problem is. Let me give an example. During the Japanese era in our country, those Filipinos, okay, and Americans were having some bouts of helping each other. The American had said, throw the battle with the gas, and because that was served as grenade, right? The American, I think military American. I don't know how do they call them. He said, advised the Filipino to throw the battle that on his hand. Okay, the Filipino during that battle did not throw it. Instead, he put it there because Filipino during that time they did not understand English the way the Americans had their own languages, their own language, right? So it's a communication, what we call communication barrier. Example, I told Denise to go to the library and tell the grade 7 to go back to their rooms. What she did? She involved herself in finding, in searching for the topics of the books. That's a communication barrier, right? Do you understand? So it depends. We have the casual types. Okay, before I click to that lesson, let me just ask one by one, Hannah. Casual types. What is that? Or style?
Casual slang is used for informal languages talking to your friends or families, and also it also includes
I think yes. She is right. Why do you love Denise so much? We have not to go to her always to know this. Okay. Remember what Hannah said? Communication types called casual. It's like when you communicate with your families and friends. Did you involve friends? Okay, let us see. I think she's right. I said casual, right? That's casual communication. Sarah, sorry, guys. Communication. Is it the one now, Hannah? Casual. Sige. Casual, ha? Casual. Yes, friends. Between friends. Now, Hannah, read.
Casual conversation. Language used between friends, often very relaxed and focused on just getting the information out. Slangs are quite often used in these instances. This style is used in formal situations and language. Relationship between speaker and hearer is close. Examples: casual conversations with friends, family members, chats, phone calls, and messages.
Class, when we say casual, it is just like normal. Normal talks. Hey, Leah, I got an A in my social study class. So do I. That's casual. You're just simply talking with your friends, with your families, just like a low tone of voice. You are just relaxed. Okay? Class, relationship between speaker and hearer or relationship between speaker and listener? Huh? I think the word hearer comes from British, right? We should use American listeners. Like the spelling of color, COLOR for the native speaker, and for the British, they use COLOUR. Why do you think the reason? As I just learned that if they added more letters, they will get more income during that time. Ah, that's why they added more, huh? Even the spelling is definitely awkward for me. Okay, casual communication is like having a friendly talk, a friendly types of relationship. Very casual. So remember the word casual. What is intimate? Intimate style. Intimate style of communication. What is intimate? Come on. If the communication casual style is very relaxed, it is just like normal when you talk with your friends or in your family. What about the intimate communication style? So first one is casual style, second one is intimate style. Anyone who can give me a guess, guys? Yes, Ace.
A serious conversation.
Louder your voice, please.
A serious conversation.
Very good. That's an opposite. You need to be careful when you are talking to not a friend, not a family, but a person who can give you a good judgment or a bad judgment, either of the two. So it's like having a serious conversation, no to philosophize words. Okay? Like, how do you do today? Do you think I'm not good? I'm not fine. Well, let me sing it like this. So, if you do like that, it can be for casual, very normal, and you are relaxed. But for the intimate, you are just be shy or be serious to that. Let me just, for example, I call all of you. For the first time I enter in this room, I feel like very intimacy class. No one was having the confidence to open their mouth and answer different questions from me, right? But I think the coming second week of this study months, I observed that we have just a little bit of casualties, especially for Denise. In addition to that, during the first time I entered in this room, Hannah was very intimidated, in my own opinion, because we have to study the fact and opinion, okay? But for the past following days, my feelings just being relaxed, getting to know and become a casual. That's an example of casual and intimacy types or styles of communication. Again, class, what are the two types of communication? Yes, Joshua. Good.
The first is casual and the second is
Okay. Now you have to get your notebook for a quiz. Ah, no. I need 1/4 size of paper, please. Uh-huh. All right. 1 to 5 only. Is it okay? Can you please? I think we need to do me a favor, Ace, to turn off the lights for the meantime. Okay, good. I do apologize if you could not see much. Do something like getting forward so you can see it. Directions. Look for the meaning of the underlined jargon used in the following sentences. Write your answers in your English notebook, but for now, I am asking you to write it on a piece of a 1/4 size of paper for the quiz. 1. You know the technique, guys? If it is a jargon and you don't have any idea, you have to use the context clues. Context clues, one rule, fanboys. You know fanboys, guys? The for and nor but or yet so. Then put a comma before the fanboys. That's the first rule. Second rule for the context clues, you have to go checking on the left side of the word, on the right side of the word. Then find the meaning. Example. I need a squid in order to pick up the medicine. Okay, so there is a keyword here that is easily give you the meaning. Is there any fanboys? No. Right? If there is no fanboys, look for the second rule, the comma. Is there any commas here? No. Third rule. You look for the word script, go here, and need is a verb. Then go on the right and follow here. So the word, the meaning is there. That's a jargon. Or if you cannot find the meaning and you have your own meaning, why not to write it there? Right? Quiz 2. You did the quiz 1 in English, right? Dennis? No quiz 1 in English? Social studies you did. Right, quiz 1.
Do we still need to write the sentence?
No, no need. Don't write the sentence, class. It's okay, it's okay. Don't erase. Go with the meaning. Today is Wednesday. So, okay. Just inform me if you are done doing the quiz. That's for 1 to 5. I'll show you the 6 to 10. Hi. Are you done?
Just to be clear, we can make our identification.
Yes. That is the second way of doing the context clues. A part of the jargons, guys. Okay. Technique again, in the context clues, we have the connotations and denotations. Do you know what is denotation and connotation? What is denotation? Coming from? Very good. And what is connotation coming from? Your own mind, your idea, right? That's why you have to use it. And please complete your assignment the last time I gave you. Okay, don't make me upset. You're done?
I'm still in.
I think it's 1, 2, 3, 5, right? Okay. You're done. You're done with the numbers 1 to 3, guys, all of you. 1 to 3, because I need, Abdullah says? Make it fast, please. Because I need to scroll it up so you can see the number 6 to 10 or 1 to 5. It should be the quiz 10 points. It should be 10 points. Now, class, 2, 2. The 6 to 10, you put 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and follow. Determine the vocabulary of jargons used in different speech styles, communicative styles. Write your answers in that one. That's a quiz, okay? What is this? All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 types of communicative style. Frozen is the first one. Any of you guys can tell me what is frozen? When you do communication using the frozen style, is it like you're freezing when you're talking? Frozen means hanggang ba ako? Look at the example. I pronounce you husband and wife. Denise, idea for frozen types of communicative style.
Um, given the example, I pronounce you husband and wife. I'm just gonna guess.
Give me a guess.
Uh, the the frozen style of communication is when
Truth communicating, form of being an advisor. Truth form of communicating, giving an advice, showing care. What else? Frozen types.
or giving suggestions.
Truth, not suggesting. Truth, advice. What else? Can you find it? What is frozen style of communication? Is it a truth, advice, like not concern? Yes, Hannah.
Frozen style is the most formal level of speaking.
Formal, but we also have formal here. Okay, formal. Continue.
It has usually used in situations that is very formal and has symbolic value.
Very common situation. Involves value.
Symbolic value.
Ayun. Truth. It is a formal communicative style that gives symbolic value. Why symbolic? It gives you a meaningful phrase that others can value. That's frozen. Maybe you thought, Denise, that you are like singing a song, like you are on an ice, feeling that frozen. What song is that?
From Frozen.
Formal. What is formal? Vince, what is formal?
It's like,
I don't hear you. Louder your voice, please. Vince, did you hear us when one of your classmates had told us about what is formal? Your quiz is just like an open book because I asked you to turn on your phones and find the meaning of it. Yes, Ace, louder your voice. What is formal?
Formal is use formal formal conversation is when you talk normally.
Huh? Formalin? When a dead body of a person used to put some medicine so that it will be preserved? Formal, I said formal, not formal. Yes. Liam, what's formal?
Formal conversation is a conversation where there are no slangs and
Ah.
it's used professionally.
There is no slang. Yes?
It's used professionally.
It is professionally being used. I just rephrase your answer. Vince, when we say formal, it doesn't use slang words. And it's professionally being used. Formal. Casual, like very relaxed. Talking to your friends, to your families. Intimate, you are serious. You have to be careful in such words you are saying or spending for you not to hurt feelings of others. That is intimate style of communication. You understand me, man? Yes. What about consultative? Denise, consultative. Hmm. What about consultative?
Uh, by the word consult,
Being a doctor, you have to consult it like that.
it's like your I have the word your
Check it out. Joshua, John, what is consultative? Louder.
Consultative communication.
Louder.
Consultative communication utilize open-ended question to get all the opinions to uncover hidden issues and reveal personal agendas.
Open-ended question. Sarah, what is an open-ended question? It starts with Sleeping Mima. Chance fault. He mentioned when you say consultative, it is an open-ended form of questions. What do you think by that one? Because they did not know.
For me, open-ended questions is like asking brilliant questions that can fulfill the others' personal opinions. And then,
Asking a brilliant questions that can fulfill others' opinion. An open-ended question is a question that can help the persons, okay, to bring the questions in a fruitful way. What are the open-ended questions? Is it a WH questions? The is, are, was, were, are, will be? Is it a do, did, does, have, had, has? It is not like that. May you get in touch with the board of directors. Is that an open-ended question? It's a casual way of asking questions from you. Not consultative. Again, consultative is louder voice, John.
consultative communication, it all utilize open-ended question to get all the opinions, to uncover hidden issues and reveal personal agendas.
Okay. Now search what are the open-ended questions. This is like in the university, huh? In the university, they are not allowing us to have that sound phone. It must be cut inside our minutes. But because you are using the e-books, okay, we're allowed. But let me check whether there's an e-book. Let me check if you are opening the e-book. Maybe you are messaging someone in the Philippines saying, hi, hello, how are you doing? Did you eat? Mia, you're smiling, huh? Yes.
An open-ended question is a question that cannot be answered with a yes or no response, or with a static response.
So, when you say an open-ended question, Khalid, is it cannot be answered by yes or no. So remove the question do, did, and does. Did you eat your food? No. Remove that. So remove the did, do, and does, right? Have, has, and had, you also have to remove it because if you say, have you eaten? No, not yet. So remove the have, had, has, do, did, and that. What's your name? Where have you been? So the WH questions can be because you are not answering it with the use of yes or no, yes or no, right? Vince is sleeping. Aren't you? I'm using the type questions. Okay? So, Vince, sit down, John. Vince, would you like to repeat what is consultative and what is an open-ended question?
Consultative is
Louder your voice.
consultative is a open-ended question to gather opinion from others, and open-ended questions cannot be answered using yes or no.
Lucky you clean your ears. That's it. Plus one. You want plus one or minus one? Start. Now you know, huh? Okay. There. Finish? Now you have to turn off your phones or put it away from you. Because I saw Denise, she's getting the answer and examples on her phone.
I just switched.
Denise is not loud. I'm so sorry for that. Okay. So, it's okay. So we have different speech styles, communicative styles. Different speech styles or communicative styles. Okay, we have frozen, formal, consecutive, casual, intimative. Intimative. I think that's intimative. 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 So you don't need this anymore, right? Because you have a copy. Ace, would you please turn on the lights? May I ask Vince an additional info? Vince, if I say, would you like to have a date with me tonight? Is it a yes or no? Liam is laughing. Just answer my question. Would you like to have a date with me tonight?
Respectfully.
No? Okay, listen to his answer. Where is the cover of this? Denise, you got it, right? You took it.
No.
Ah. Denise, please find it for me. Would you like to have a date with me tonight? No. Guys, listen to when Denise is done. Denise is here. Sorry. Okay. When Denise is done. Okay, Denise, are you done? Take a seat. Again, guys, listen to his answer. Would you like to have a date with me tonight? I asked you 4 times. You said no. It means he likes. It means he wants to go with me for a date tonight. If you say no, the answer for that is yes. Search it out. You think I'm playing with you? If you say no, Vince, it means you agree. Yes. But if you say yes, it means no. Why? Because of the word mind. You make it into a mouse. Would you like to come here? No, of course. Then you have to. Would you like to come here? Yes, unfortunately. Yes means no, you will not come. Well, Vince, would you like to have a date with me tonight? You said yes. Example. The president of Japan came to the Philippines and talked to the president of the Philippines. Ferdinand E. Marcos asked the Japanese president, "What are you doing here? I am visiting your country. And what do you do for a living?" "I am the president of the Philippines Republic." That's it. What do you do? It means your profession. What are you doing means your action. What are? But if you say mind, would you mind? Take note and be careful. Okay? Vince, If you say yes, but thanks, it means no. You understand? Sit down. Ah, you got something on me again. Say thank you, Mr. Grayson.
Thank you, Mr. Chris.
But you have a date with me tonight, huh? Don't forget that. At 10 or 12, maybe Liam is okay, right? Hi, Kulatog. Vince, be careful. Okay, all of you guys, you know now? If someone asks you with the use of mind, if you say yes, the answer for that is no. If you say no, the answer for that is
Yes.
thank you. You're done? Balik tayo ng ball. Mas maganda. Akin na lang isang ball. Yes, I'm just joking. You too. Sinisimango siya napakadami. Just God, 10 years.
Bilhan na lang.
No, 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 no. I changed my pilot. You know my pilot, how much is that? 12 pa yun. Sabi ko, it's nice. Ba't kami kapatama? Yung luma na lang. Dan, patingin nga ako, maganda talaga siya. Hindi man siya maganda, naalo lang ako sa paghawak. Ang taba naman. Ano lang yung isa kasi, napakadami ko na. Pwede naman siya bumili ng bukas eh. Tingnan natin ang mga. Ay, hindi. Tsaka. The color mixed with the blue. Look at me. Hey! Don't drive me crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, do apologizing because there is someone who's repairing the rooftop, putting up the buildings into many blocks. Done? Huh? 10 years. Ah. Shit! I cannot think now. Oh, this one. What is this? 4 years and 7 scores. You are doing your operations, right? So you can check it. It's like, who did that? I forgot the one. 4 years and 7 scores. You should know what is that. Search. It's like 20 years. Every year 5 times because of the scores. So then you will see. Don't think like 4 years, then you have the 7 scores. How? 4 years, 4. Then 7 scores. So Hannah, what is that? Liam should know that one because she's exchanging herself. Hi, Liam! Kuya! My ears are irritated. Oh, diba? Nahimik siya. Maybe he heard me, right? We're having a class here. Bombastic turtle. Vince, would you like to have a date with me tonight? Yes. But I'm busy. Ganon. Ano?
Since score is
20.
20, 4 score is 80. 4 score in 7 years is therefore 80 and 7 years, which is
87. Tama. Because 4 years becomes what? 80. 4 years, di ba 80? I think baliktad ang sinabi mo.
Since score means 20.
Scores means 20, di ba? 20 times 4? Tama. Di ba I told you 20 siya times mo the 4, so 80. And then 7 years, so 87 years. You got it? I just inform that to you because when you take an exam, sometimes it shows the calculations like in his Abraham Lincoln exam, in his speech, like for example, Abraham Lincoln in his speech, he mentioned 4 years and 7 scores. What is 4 years and 7 scores? In the reading techniques, the scores is 20. Multiply by 4, 80. Add the 7, 87. So if there's an A, 87 years, the answer is A, 87 years. Ang dami mong alam, Grace. Pwede ka na ipatumba. John said, ang daming alam ni Grace, pwede na siyang itumba. Right, John? My God. Finish? Yalla, finish. Liam, collect please all because we need to go to study social studies. Finished or unfinished, please give it to Liam. Ay, nagamit ko din. Social studies, right?
Yes.
Hold on for a second, just give me a break. Thank you. Yes, I mean, grade 9. This week is the second week?
Yes.
Okay. Joshua, do you know my office, the faculty there? Please get the economics. The blue book. The two books. Thank you. Yes, we are in the second week, right? Sige. I'll try to do something. I will follow the syllabus here. Follow the syllabus. The rest I'll be transferring it again. Okay. Bring out your notebook in a social studies, guys. Class, nanahimik yun nagkatrabaho. Kasi, masakit kasi ulo ko yesterday pa until now. So, thank you. Next Joshua. This one is nicer than this. This is nicer than this one. Sakit sa ulo, headache yun. Parang si Dennis lang. You're my favorite, so I'm doing it. You're so loud. Even though you're so much down. It should be English. Okay. Let me ask individual about. Okay, I have to use this. Actually, this is nice. I don't like the color. Okay. Explain demand and supply. Vince, you sit down first. Demand and supply, Vince. Sit down. Just remember your assignment today, not for tomorrow's assignment today. Review demand and supply with okay, no. The demand and supply for Vince, good and services for Sarah. Close your book, all of you. Give examples of demand and supply, Joshua. Give examples of good and services, Dennis. Scarcity, Khaled. Khaled, please take a seat here so I can see you. There, at the back of Joshua. Don't get away from me. Khaled, what was the assigned lesson for you? Give an example of demand and supply for him. Give an example of demand and supply, Denise, right?
Goods and services.
Good and services. You have to explain the good and services. You explain good and services, then she will give an example. Joshua will give example for supply and demand. Then explained by Vince. What else? What else? Tell me the meaning of economics, Khaled. Scarcity? I changed yours, huh? Just give me the meaning. Sorry. Abdulaziz, give me the meaning of economics. Khaled, you have to explain scarcity and give example on it. Hannah, traditional economy and market economy, you have to differentiate it. Traditional economy and market economy, after you differentiate it, you have to give an example. Liam, command economy and mixed economy, you have to explain the command and mixed economy, then give example. Okay? Thank you. Ready? Vince, are you ready? You have to stand here. Those lessons we already explained, right? Class, here.
For supply and demand, first let's start with demand or law of demand. So basically, if the demand is high, the supply will be low. Then vice versa. If the demand is low, then the supply is high. Then for supply, if the supply is high, the demand will be also high. And if the supply is low, the demand will be low. For example, let's say I'm then I'll be demanding uh, a lot of products. The production for the factories will not be able to supply me because I have high demands and their supply is low.
Done? Take a seat. Next, please. Next, please. Joshua, it's your turn, right?
So can I read?
Of course, why not? Very good. Don't be shy.
Okay, so examples of supply and demand. So
Guys, listen to him.
for the supply, okay, supply is like the goods, like food, clothing, and etc. And then like, then the demand. Demand is like the people want it like they're demanding the like they're demanding the
Er.
when demanding the production to like make more. So okay, so it's like production. Then these people are the ones that makes the supplies, and the demands are like they're like the consumers. And okay, then
Go ahead, Joshua. It's okay. Yes. Earthquake, typhoon.
if there's like barely any supply, then the demand is going to be okay. So if the supply, if there's like barely any, the demand is going to be high. Then if the supply is like has the supply is a lot, then demand is going to be low. let's rephrase it. Okay, so if the supply is low, the demand will be high. And if the supply is high, then the demand will be
Low.
low.
Tama. Finish? You want to say something? Done?
Yes.
Class, do you understand? Oh, during the first week, Joshua dismayed me. Okay, I was very angry to him. But he showed me the best he can do. In English, he wrote a good essay. In reading, perfectly, he had given me 9 over 10 answers. Now he explained well with his imaginary kind of discussions. But for you, you just stood here. The man is like this, the place like this. Do you think they understood you? And you felt sleeping. No, huh? Means yes. Thank you. You want to see another more? Okay, next please.
Yes.
Sure. I asked demand and supply, but they involve consumers.
So for my part, we will be explaining goods and
Galit ka
services.
na lang dyan.
These two are both examples of economy. But the difference is goods are consumables, that means they can wear it, they can
Bumili
t-shirt,
bago, gamit mo yung bago.
or food, which they can eat. And for services, they are actions offered to people, like laundry cleaning, vacuum cleaning, or cleaning their house. So to summarize it, goods are consumable, they can wear it and eat it, while services are just actions given to people, like being a teacher. That's all.
Okay, so I'm gonna be giving examples of goods and services. So imagine this in a hospital. The goods given in a hospital are the medicines. So a medicine is an example of goods, and the services are the doctors because they give the prescriptions to the clients for them to for them to get the medicine right. So another example of services are the sales ladies in a mall, and the examples of goods are the clothes, the products produced by either the government or
That's it.
that's it.
Thank you. Next. Next. Who's next? Who's next? Huh? Stand up and make it. Come on. Needs.
So it's
Khaled. Khaled? Abdulaziz daw.
Ako yun kasi, Kali.
Yeah. Oh, you go now. Tempo ka pa. Saan? Oh, don't share with them. Start. Ikaw lang magbasa. Tungalo. Loka-loka ka. Huwag mo babasa sa kanya. Binabasa. Binabasa. Leah Marites. Ha? Go.
Economics is a social science
Sabi niyo.
concerned chiefly with
Yeah.
description and analysis of the production, distribution and consumption of goods and services.
Okay. Thank you. Next, Khaled. Quickly.
Scarcity is like the lack of supplies and resources. And then, for example, imagine you're making a business and you ask for the you ask to the government to send you some supplies for your business, but it's limited because they're lacking of supplies.
That's it?
Yes.
No, I'm not satisfied. Good. Next.
Okay, so traditional economy is like
You took me one.
resources, for example, fishing, and they also use barter instead of money. Barter is like exchanging goods and services, like that. And market economies are like buying and selling products, like that. And is also, for example, private ownership. Is
Next.
So the meaning, so the meaning of command economy and mixed economy is that the command economy is more involved in government, and its examples are federal institutions and that's more. While mixed economy is the combination of market and command economy, wherein you trade, um, you buy and sell goods and supplies and um, and cover and lots and yes, it's okay.
Next. Next. Next, please. Dan. Rima. Needs and wants. Here, please.
So, needs is something used for your own survival, while wants is more like it's something you want. If you see something, for example, like clothing, it's a want. Okay, so
Yes. I'll think of the resources. Resources that can affect the environment. Alright? And you have to give solution to that problem. With the help of John. Example of needs before we proceed with John and Al, you have to help him. Needs and wants, okay? Example car. Is that a need or a want? Need. But before it's just a want. Medicine, clothes, food. Now give an example of a want or wants. Yes? Toys.
Luxurious accessories.
Yes.
Very expensive gadget.
That's it. What else? Yes, Abdullah says if we say wants are the things that are important. When you say need, it is a necessity. Example of wants.
Buying an expensive vehicle.
Yeah, vehicle. It can be considered if you say buying an expensive vehicles, if you already had a vehicle and then you want to buy again, that's a want, not a necessary or a need anymore, right? Current example of a need, education. I'm giving you an example, but you have to give me your own example.
Shoulder.
Shelter is a need, very good. And what about want? The opposite of a shelter, Vin, can you give me opposite of a shelter? Do we have an opposite of that? Yes, Sarah. I saw you said yes.
Um, Shelter is needed, but when you buy way too excessive mansions, well, it turns into a want.
Wants. Okay, very good. Now, I'm getting crazy because of facial expression of this. Okay. Economics as a science of choice. Okay. Now, we have the economics as allocation of wealth. Wealth means richness, right? Allocations means what? How you can accept it, how you can work in it. What is allocation wealth, John?
Allocation will is a mechanism.
Wrong. This is allocation only. What did I say was allocation wealth. Who wants to help John? Of course, Vince, help him. Allocation wealth. Use that. Use that. Use that. Oh my God. You're so lucky because nowadays you can use that. For us before, we are only depending on the books. We don't have those gadgets. We have, but we are not allowed to. But for me, I didn't have. Always this and put it here. Yes, John.
Allocation of wealth is involves defining your investment among different assets such as stocks, bonds, and cash.
Allocation wealth involves stocks, bonds, and cash. What is the trending type? What is that? The trending type in Saudi Arabia that they are just posting on the FB encouraging people to Bitcoin. Bitcoin, yeah? Bitcoin is an example of allocation wealth. You are investing cash and bonds, but do not go for it. It's not legit. Understand me, guys? Please. One of my friends in the Philippines, she was almost about to kill herself because of 1 million pesos she invested in that. And we call it an allocation wealth. Sit down, Chan. But Vince don't sit down. Oh, Ace, you thought I forgot. Please read this for me.
Allocation is a mechanism of distribution used by society to address the needs and wants of citizens in an environment characterized by scarcity.
Would you like to explain or I will explain? Or Vince first, of course. Would you want to go for a date tonight? No. Vince explain. Because you said no. I said explain, you go to fault. Because you're gonna say, I'm so sorry. Start now. Start.
Allocation is like to supply the needs and wants of citizens.
balance the distribution
Okay.
for society.
Yeah.
Equal. So we can address the needs and wants of every citizen in our economy.
The balancing. Balancing. Okay. What is the scarcity? Lack of. So in order not to have scarcity, you have to make a balance of distributions for the needs and the wants of the society. Alright? Again, in order not to have scarcity or avoiding to have a scarcity, you have to make a balance of distributions, okay, to what? To maintain the needs and wants of your society. It is what we call distribution, the word scarcity, to maintain the needs of your society, which is the people that lives in your area. Right? That is allocation. If it is too much, because you're super, super rich, you want to invest your cash, your pads, and everything, dollars, or whatever you have, it is what we call the allocation wealth. Okay? Then we have to know the differences between the science of wealth in getting and the science of wealth in using. Because economics is science. Okay? So, what is wealth getting and wealth using? Khaled, Abdulaziz, and Al. Abdulaziz, remove your fear that if every time I call your name or just doing like this, you are adding much negative to your mind. If someone calls you, I am ready. I always think like I am better than you. You are just finished your education ahead of me. But if I am with you, I am better. Think of it, be confident, okay? It will push you, but don't make it too much confidence. If you flat that out, it hurts. Okay. Science of wealth getting and science of wealth using. Liam? Here. Hannah and Denise. Science of wealth getting and science of wealth using. The three of you will help each other. Vince, John, and Ace will do the example of science of wealth in getting and science of wealth in using. Sarah, prepare your questions, and Rima for the three ladies. Joshua, Caleb, Al, and Abdulaziz, you have to prepare questions for the three boys. Then all of you be careful because I will ask questions individually about what you ask and about what you explain. It's a form of science of wealth getting and science of wealth using. You get and how you use it. Example. It's easy, guys. It's very easy. Guys, you understand the English language, okay? And now we are doing the economics, huh? So please. And another task for John. Economics as a science of choice. In 5 minutes only, and after 5 minutes, let us begin. Use the other pen because I'm typing it. No. Don't like it. No.
Because it just happens to be the same.
Yeah.
Hindi ko naman sila gamitin. Tatago ko lang. I have to put it inside. Yes? Huh? Joshua, did you hear what I say? So please relay on him. Ulit mo. Science of choice.
It's when you
Yeah, the meaning of the breakdown.
How we earn money, how we use it for our good.
The three of you. Yeah, I don't know, different, separate different topics, 1 minute, 2 minutes, 1 minute, mga ganun.
say economics is because economics is studying about how we do, how and how we invest it.
If you're going to use how we earn and how we invest, then
It will expand more questions and I will ask more questions on that.
just stick into one topic. Don't ask how. So ano?
What is explain why economics is essential?
So economics is science of philosophy, and as we know, the science of earth is negative and physics. So if we see this, if we science of earth, you can if you look at further, you will see that there is a circle. In summary, when you also there's science.
Who said that?
I don't know. Ano sabihin?
Have you ever studied the production?
Yeah.
Also according to Adam Smith, economics
Wait, what is occupation? What does it mean? Eh, baka mamaya sino ba si Alex? Baka mamaya.
According to Adam Smith, economics and science of wealth, it is how you earn money. The science of wealth, okay. The science of wealth.
No, revolve around the. Wait, ano ba sabihin ng economic policy? Economics is not.
Okay, so explain why actually the science of wealth.
That's the time is. Pero the only thing we need our project is if they ask how. Kasi if they're gonna ask how, like how did you get the yeah, you can expand our questions. Yeah, I agree.
Our days on like how they predict this.
my brain, but economics is also science in which we study the consumption and production.
Yeah, and we also study like something related to art. I don't have like weather forecast, but we know how to do that. Yeah, it's my time. Because it's really difficult. So
Sino mag-draw sa board? Mamaya kailangan
So according to Adam Smith, economics is not job. And because economics is
Teka. I also have a question.
sige actually.
Ano, di ba nang sinabi mo about the economics and yung It's not like about kasi if you do that, it's gonna
Everything is
yeah, but like but the more you discuss the topic about wealth is gonna
So I'm just going to explain economics is science because economics is economics is science because we study about the consumption and production. Is it a single part of
and here as we were
getting
ikaw example hindi okay lang so ano magalan mo sa salita
Wala na siyang ballpen.
It just talks about
Wala na siyang ballpen.
if you put economics
No, it's economics science as well.
we'll just put economics
Economics
of wealth
talks about this is making science of love.
Finish, guys?
Diba after I say all of this, because it studies the production and consumption of wealth. And science of wealth, I'm gonna jump now
to the cycles yeah
Hindi, you explain. Dudog ko.
wait sige man science of wealth we have two types we have two instances for science of wealth science of wealth technique and science of wealth that's the paper of academic
In terms of so science of wealth in terms of is that